Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what? You're watching.
Funny old guys.
That's what we're doing here. Holy mackerel, good day. Let's get. All right, what's going on? There we
Oh,
are.
Oh, those must be the bells in the monastery going off.
My button didn't work, so to speak. Anyway, this is the Comedy Thief, and this is a joke-a-thon. We do them twice weekly. You laugh. First, before we start, I'd like to introduce Dr. Fat Packer to my left, my right. Good
doesn't
morning.
matter. Hey, guten Tag. Jawohl. Hey, so glad that you're with us today. I'm telling you right now, you're going to laugh a lot because we're funny. Well, we think we are. Hey, have a good day today. Yeah?
And below me is Friar Schnook. He's our special guest for today. Not a
Hello.
celebrity guest, but he's a guest. So say hello there, Friar.
Hey, Pax Nabisco, everybody. Hope you are ready for laughs.
Did you say Nabisco?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
What the hell does that mean?
That means keep your cookies in the pantry.
Yeah, eat your
Oh,
cookies.
okay. Well, anyway,
Keep
let's
quiet
get
and eat
going.
your cookies. That's what it means.
It's joke time. On Dr. Fat Packer, you can start.
Yeah, I've got some great bad jokes. I mean, they're funny, but they're really bad. How about when ordering food at a restaurant, I asked the waiter how they prepare their chicken. When he said to me, well, nothing special. We just tell them they're going to die.
Oh,
Oh,
how do you, yeah, there we
And
go.
I
Go ahead.
decided I want to be cremated.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my final hope for a smoking hot body.
oh. You asked for it.
One more. My grief counselor died. Now he was so good, I don't even care.
Oh,
oh my goodness. Friar.
well, I got some big news. I have had to give up my vegetarian diet.
Oh my
Sure.
goodness, why is that?
Well, they're a lot harder to cook than cows.
Oh. Well, speaking of cremation, I talked to my kids the other day and I told them I wanted to be cremated also when I die. You know what
Oh.
they're planning this weekend? A barbecue. What the
Ah.
hell?
No,
What the hell is going? I don't know. Anyway, it's your turn.
Well, this priest and this rabbi had a church and a synagogue across the street from each other. Well, in spite of their religious differences, they were good friends. Both had small congregations and didn't pay their spiritual leaders all that well. So both the priest and rabbi found themselves in need of a new car. So they decided to go in on it together. Neither one drove a lot, but they did need transportation from time to time, you know?
Mhm.
So they went car shopping and found something suitable in their price range and they brought it home. Parking it on the street in front of their houses of worship, the priest got out and said, wait a minute. When he went inside the church and came out a few minutes later with some holy water, he proceeded to bless the car. Well, the rabbi thought for a moment and then walked into his synagogue. He came out a few minutes later with a hacksaw and sawed off 2 inches of the tailpipe.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Go ahead there, Friar.
Okay, well, funny thing happened to me about 5 years ago. This woman came to the church and said, she really wanted to have children, but she hadn't been able to. Her husband and her had tried. I said, look, I'm about to take a trip to the Vatican. When I get there, I'll light a candle and I'll put it for you, St. Peter Cathedral, and everything will be fine. Well,
Good.
turns out she had twins. A year after that, she had another child. A year after that, she had triplets. Okay, and she comes up to me, and says, "I just want to thank you, and here's a all-paid round-trip ticket to Rome." And I said, "Wow, you don't have to thank me for that. That's just my normal job." She says, "No, you don't understand. I want you to go back there and blow out that stinking candle."
No! Did you guys hear about the Mexican fireman?
No.
No, pray tell.
Well, he and his wife, they had twin boys. Twin boys.
Oh,
They decided to call them Jose and Hose B. Bubble boom. Dr. Fat Packer.
Oh, this guy calls 911 and says, I think my friend is dead. Well, the operator says, okay, stay calm. The first thing we need to do is make sure he's dead. After a pause, the operator hears a gunshot, and the guy comes back on the phone and says, okay, now what?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Friar.
So what do you call a little guy in a pointy hat who stands in a train and goes tick, tick, tick?
I don't know.
I don't know. Pray tell.
He's a metronome. A metronome.
A metronome. Get it, folks?
I don't want it. But
Here's another one. See if you can figure this one out. What is this, guys? Clippity clip, no, clippity clop, bang. Clippity clop, bang. Clippity clop, bang. You know the answer? What is it?
yeah. That is a drive-by shooting in Quaker country.
Yes.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Boom, boom. Go ahead there, buddy.
Well,
Okay,
I
so
read this the other day. I thought this was very cool. How do you catch a polar bear?
I don't know. How do you catch a polar bear?
You go out in the middle of a frozen lake, you cut a hole in the ice, and put a ring of peas around the hole. Now, when the polar bear comes up to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Oh!
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. So St. Peter's at the standing at the pearly gates there, and up there, and the three guys come in for him. The first guy comes up, and St. Peter says, "Well, who are you, and what did you do in life?" And the first guy says, "Well, I'm Joe Schlabotnik, and I was a cab driver in Brooklyn." And St. Peter says, "Well, welcome, Mr. Schlabotnik. Here's your robe. Welcome to heaven." And the second guy comes in and says, "What's your name?" He says, "I'm Miguel Fernandez, and I drove a cab in Los Angeles." And he goes, "Mr. Fernandez, oh, it's such a pleasure to have you. Here's your robe. Come through into the pearly gates." And the third guy comes up and says, "I'm a little bit annoyed because I was a minister. Okay. And, well, how come you took those guys in before you took me?" And the guy says, "Well, the reason is simple, guy. Every time people heard you preach, they fell asleep. Every time those guys drove, they were people praying."
Oh! Well, I have a update on another product that we're marketing, folks. There it is.
Oh,
Ooh,
caffeinated shaving cream. Oh,
Caffeinated
that sounds like an
cream.
PPO.
I'll tell you, sales
tired
are
of the
through the
decaf.
roof, guys. I introduced this about, maybe 10 months, 11 months ago. So sales are great. Now, the instructions are new, though. What you do is you take this shave cream, you mix it with 3 teaspoons of coffee, a little creamer and sugar, and you lather that baby on your face. So buy it at your local drugstore. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
It's your
It's
turn.
good. 'Cause I
Oh,
used to
okay.
follow.
Well, it's flooding down in the bayou, and everybody is scrambling. And this minister climbs to the roof of his house, and he waits for help. Around comes a man. He wants to be carried, and asks him if he wants to be carried to safety. When he replies, "No, the Lord will save me." So a boat comes by then after the water rises, and he asks the same question, and he goes, "No, the Lord will save me." Finally, he's up on the roof, and a helicopter flies by and goes, "Hey, you need some help there?" And he says, "No, the Lord will save me." Well, he drowns and meets God in heaven and asks, "Lord, why didn't you save me?" When he said, "I sent a guy, I sent a boat and a helicopter. What were you waiting for?"
What were you waiting for? Exactly. Friar Schnook.
Well, I think I'm going to get philosophical here,
Oh,
because it is written that a man who eats many prunes gets a good run for his money.
Oh, okay, guys, I have a song, and Friar Schnook, we didn't prep you for this, but you have to sing along with the chorus, okay?
ooh.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
The doc already knows this. Okay.
Zoom acoustics are
Oh,
kind of
you
limited
ready?
there.
My uncle makes booze in the bathtub. My cousin makes synthetic gin.
Bum, bum,
Ah,
bum,
My
bum,
sister
bum,
makes
bum,
love
bum,
on the
bum,
sofa.
bum, bum,
Ooh.
My God, how the money rolls in. Ready? Rolls in, rolls in. My God, how the money rolls in, rolls in, rolls in, rolls in. My God, how the money rolls in. Bum, bum.
Oh, that was very good. I like that.
Oh,
That was-
good.
It's part of our new Funny Old Guys album, folks.
oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Dr. Fatpacker, this is the last one.
All right. An American man and his wife are driving for hours through Canada,
Ah.
not even sure where they were. The husband eventually says, I got to stop for gas. His wife says, find out where we are. So the husband gets gas, goes into the service station and pays, and he asks the attendant, can you tell me where we are now? The attendant looks at him and says, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, something like that.
Saskatchewan, yeah. But a guy goes back to his car and his wife says, where are we? And the husband says, he doesn't speak English.
Mm. Well, anyway, we're done with our jokes, but we're not done because we have a conversation point meant just for the three of us. And
Ooh,
Dr. Fatpacker, you have the conversation point for today. What the
I
heck?
certainly do. And I have it written down so I wouldn't forget, like Saskatoon,
Ah.
Saskatchewan.
Ooh.
Okay, so listen, you're a Boy Scout leader and you're at summer camp with the boys. On the other side of the river is the Girl Scout camp. You find out that the boys from cabin 4 went over last night to see the girls. What do you say or do to them to teach them a lesson? How about you, Friar Schnook?
Well, I think this is a very, very serious situation, and those boys need to be taught a lesson. And I'm going to go to confine them in their cabins while I go across the lake and talk to the counselor for the girls.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. How about you, Comedy Thief? How would you handle that?
Well, Friar, are you allowed to hang around with women?
Of course. Yeah. Some
Can
of my best friends are sisters.
Can you marry or can you just fool around?
I'm not at liberty to say. That's something that we only talk about in confession.
Oh,
Well,
that's
what I
okay.
would say, I would admonish the boys and say that is very, very, very bad. And then I would tuck them into bed. And then, like the friar, I would go across the lake and I wouldn't talk to the counselor. I'd hang out with the girls.
I feel a little young for you.
Yeah, be careful about that.
What would
Yeah,
you
be
do?
careful with that. You know, me,
Yeah.
I would, the very first thing I would do is I would go into their cabin and confiscate all their magazines.
Oh,
You know where that starts.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, we're done. We're out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, wait a minute. I always forget. Don't we invite a famous celebrity, Dr.
Oh,
Fatpacker, to be
yeah,
on
yeah,
this
yeah. I've got
video?
a number. I always liked this guy when he was in White Collar, and then he played Negative Man and in one of the Marvel movies too. Oh, well, you would know. It's Matt Bomer.
oh,
He's a very, very active star. Yeah.
What's his name, Matt or Max?
Matt, two T's, Matt,
That's-
Oh, Mac.
like welcome, Matt.
Matt. What
Matt.
is wrong with you?
Well, I'm old.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
So M-A-T-T, right?
yeah.
Ah, okay. Matt! I have no idea who you are, Matt, but you're going to be on our very next celebrity video, so you have to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And Matt, if you don't check in 24 hours, buddy, you're going in the trash bin. So, this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell, and passing you along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye and his farewell.
Well, off you to saying, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, and listen, before you go, if you go down to the bottom and subscribe, that would be very nice because then we would appreciate it. Or to make you feel like you've done something good today, yeah? Oh, and if you have some friends that want to laugh also, and you don't forget, you forget where to find us and everything.
You can do it.
You send us an email at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. He just said that. He just said, I don't know where he is. And we'll send you some of these fancy dancy business cards with our YouTube address there. And you can pass them out to your friends and we could all laugh together.
And to say his goodbye and farewell, Friar Schnook, say goodbye to all the boys and girls.
Well, goodbye, boys and girls, and just remember this, that people who live in glass houses should probably change their clothes in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay, everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. We're out of here, and we'll see you all down the road.